the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know
I'm the coach. You're locked into the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a good one in store between the Oklahoma City Bisons and the Portland River Hogs.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing... It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
On the draw, here's Jennings. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. A look now at our starting defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
They'll drop to throw. And Jennings has it. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that third down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw a little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. On second down now, it's Jennings, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The numbers on the ground for Jennings last week. 13 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these are bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Back to throw now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. This is Jennings. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Here's Jennings. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Looking for Murphy, and he finds him complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They'll try to run now with Jennings. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
Toss play to Jennings. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 81 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And how about this wide receiving core, Charles?
Well, I was at the hotel watching a little film, and you popped your head in and said, these receivers are pretty good from what I can tell. You're exactly right. Can't wait to see them do their thing out on the field.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Now Green, off play action. Always able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Partner, one of the cardinal rules of defense is that if you're in position to make a tackle, you need to make it.
Well, and if you can't make the tackle before that, just got to knock that ball down, right?
Yeah, something has to happen because we saw the end result there. Missed tackle, he goes all the way and takes it for a touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Just a 4-play drive that time. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon,
up to the 46-yard line. On second down, it's Jennings. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a third down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Murphy. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. These two teams all tied after one.
7-7.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jennings. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Ready?
Delayed give, Jennings. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Go now, bend over.
On 2nd down now, it's Jennings. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's Jennings on the toss. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Back to throw. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. That's one of those long drives where not only do you score, but you really tire out the defense too.
That's a great point, because now they've been on the field for a long time. Them going to the bench, trying to make adjustments, trying to figure things out, but they'll do so fatigued.
Now the try here for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing right, and that's complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a first down. On first down, Buckner. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, Buckner. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Run the mic. Watch one. Watch one. Man, I got you.
On 2nd down now, Buckner trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 19.
And And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 12 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Looking to throw. Green. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So here are visitors to take over on offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2nd and 11.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll look to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin with the oldest rivalry in the NFL, dating all the way back to 1921. Green Bay hosting Chicago. And it's the Packers who have the lead in that one. The Packers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, we head down south to Atlanta. Check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they currently trail the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. The Eagles looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, let's get to Silicon Valley to check on the 49ers at home at Levi Stadium. And this one going the visitors' way, as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. The Cardinals not quite out of the playoff hunt just yet. They could move back within a game of 500 with a victory. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here is the home side to take over on offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. Positive. Stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Atkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Silver.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
8-3.
On second down, Buckner. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they give this time to the tailback. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw is Green. Throwing on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll give it here to his running back. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Off play action. Green. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allow...
So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They start the drive with Jennings. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Jennings. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They'll set up a throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
Let's go. Let's go.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Here we go. Set. 90. Wolf.
52. Come on. Watch the pass. Watch the
go.
They'll run on first down. Jennings. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
30 base.
They run again with Jennings. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Murphy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Ready? 70, Indy.
Screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
2.
On first down, it's Jennings. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
60 or.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jennings. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Jennings. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the 3rd.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Nice job. Keep doing it. Touchdown, baby.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
A try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Green now, throwing after the interception. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Atkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. You got 3. 3 down. 3 down.
Let's go.
Green down on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Atkins. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And a quick throw here, that's complete. This offense so far on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup. It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Green. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one. I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Ready? We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. Be grip.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, good job defensively to recover. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way, lost yardage. No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film. On 3rd down, Buckner, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Being strong up the middle is imperative. I don't care what your sport, but in football, when you've got a D tackle who can contribute not only to occupying bodies, but also making plays on the ball carrier, that's when you have the cornerstone of a solid run defense. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And here's Green. Throwing on 4th down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they? They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Check. Here we go. Here we go. Where's the mic? Watch one. Now.
Green off the play fake. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there. Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown. How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook? It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So that drive, 12 plays in length. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now they'll run on the draw. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. 2nd and 6. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away.
Let's go. Do it.
So here is the home side to take over on offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one goes for 24 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now they got to get to the line quickly. He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Atkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He's back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Now, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On fourth down, Green. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And they will finally catch him, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. Looking to throw. Green. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, the 40, 20, 10, and this will be a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Now the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Green throwing after the interception. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. He's going to let it fly. It got his man complete. A gain of 37. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game,